Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to Sex Talk with T.Graye, right here on WEMS Radio. It Takes Two Tuesday. And because it takes two, you guys, I'm so excited. I got my first couple on here. We're going to chop it up. We're going to have a good time. If you all haven't seen her already, Miss Alexandria RENAY, super sexy makeup artist out of the A, and her husband A-Lo, the radio guy who is busting up media all over the place, also a dynamic photographer, also a chunky dang, I had a name already ready and that shit just went Chico the Barge. That's gonna be his name the whole show, you guys. Chunky Chico the Barge. We're gonna hashtag that shit. That's what it's gonna be. But we're gonna bring them in here. We're gonna have a good time. I hope you all are ready. If you have comments, if you have questions, make sure you drop them down because there's no holds barred tonight. You guys are talking about everything. So come on in. A-Lo, the radio guy. Look,
I've been called a lot of things in my life, but Chunky Chico is the new one. Turn the F up, T. What is heading in?
Listen,
I just need you to know.
T,
Wait. I just need you to know. The only thing that ain't chunky is him. That's not the only thing that's chunky, okay? If we're talking about sex. I'm just saying.
Listen, you could have called me Helicopter Man.
Alone.
T, you could have called me Helicopter Man. Ay, Dios míos. Papi chulo, but you decided to go with Chunky Chico. Wow. That's it. I don't know why that sounds like a bag of chips. That I'm it's a rap. It's my new rap snack.
I'm sorry. Look, Rico Suave.
Right.
Chunky Chico.
That's so funny. So before I started the show, you guys, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and and he was like, "You look like Chico the Barge." I was like, "Oh, what?"
That's funny.
Wait, he does.
I said, "I'm stealing that."
Oh Lord.
But so thank you guys for chiming in. Thank you all for being my first couple on the show.
We are so honored. Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Thank you.
So the perspective on married sex versus single sex is something that I've talked about a lot, but I've never been able to discuss it with a couple. So tonight, you guys, you already know it takes two Tuesday, because in the bedroom, of course, most times it takes two unless you
can't have the plug without the outlet, you know.
Hey, you can't one without the other. So what would you all say has been the difference, or is there any difference between your single sex life and the married sex life?
It is. Yeah. Can I answer it first?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not a heathen anymore.
Oh shit.
Before, she used to make me feel guilty about having sex. Jesus is gonna kill us. She'd be like, oh, God told me that I needed to wait to marriage, and look at what you got me doing. And she'll make me feel guilty. And every time we go to church on Wednesdays to go see Pastor Mace, she'd be like, see, I told you I'm not having sex anymore with you. And I'd be like, no, I don't think the pastor said anything about that. I said the pastor said that God forgives. So every time we have sex, Jesus died on the cross for us, girl. So let's not stop the fun. But I got married. I got married to Has quickly.
You did.
And now that we're married, I don't have that in my conscience anymore. I'm heaven sent.
Yeah.
I'm anointed.
Yes. The Lord is blessing you. Yes. The Lord is blessing you.
Yes, I don't have to sprinkle holy water around the house every time we have sex.
I'm done.
That's the big difference there.
No. Okay, so Miss T.Graye, let me tell you, it is a difference. For me, I feel like the intimacy level is a lot stronger. It's intense. It's just different. It's definitely better. I mean, I feel like we have a different connection now that we are married. So I don't know.
We are one.
Yeah, we definitely are
You're
one.
like a dream come true. 2, just wanna be with you. 3, slide down on this D, cause you're the only one for me. Yeah. All right.
Hey, that's a hell of a remix.
Right.
A hell of a remix.
Agree.
Hey, we gonna have people singing that shit all week. Slide down on the dick. Yes.
I could not.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right.
So you guys, the perception a lot of times is that once you get married, you guys have kids, what have you. Now things get stale, things get mundane.
Mhm.
What is it that you do to keep stuff spicy?
We really love each other and like being around each other.
Right.
So I like, you know, I like the traditional sex. I'm not into no toys. I'm not into that. And
Oh, you don't want no additives.
no, I
But
don't
but he had. I like everything. I ain't gonna lie.
You like that organic shit.
So if
You
I'm in that mood,
organic.
I'm like, okay, let's do some toys. Then your ass gonna do some toys.
Okay.
He do. Don't try it. Anyways, look, this real. We talking about what we talking about? Talk about sex, okay?
Yeah.
With T.Graye.
You're gonna have to
Yes.
read a stack of Bibles after this show.
Well, listen, if you add in religion to it, okay, now let's talk about the Bible for just a hot second. A lot of people have a lot of misunderstanding of what it is as far as the bedroom is concerned and how it applies to the Bible, what the Bible says.
Right.
So I've actually sat down with the lady who that's her job. Her job is to educate people in how to improve their sex life through what the Bible says. So, of course, anything under the marriage bed that's agreed upon between the man and the woman is okay.
It's
No
okay.
matter how nasty, how freaky, how whatever,
Right.
as long as you both agree, then it's so, you know, go ahead, be as filthy as you like.
You know what? I like what she
You don't have to
I like
ask for forgiveness.
I like when she does different hairstyles. Is when she puts that blonde wig on, she's
Hell yeah.
double Lord. It's nonstop. It's like back to back to back
We
to
call
back.
we call that the pregnancy wig. I don't even wear that no more.
Look,
No,
'cause you
seriously?
don't want to be pregnant.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, that blonde.
Every time.
That blonde, she get pregnant. She's like, I think I'm pregnant. We just had sex.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, you guys. Before I started making this transition to my locks, I ain't had no problem taking the man to the wig wall.
Hello.
Hey,
Right.
who you need to be.
Choosing,
I will be who
Hey, that wig wall is nice.
I'm done.
So that's one thing that I feel like a lot of people miss is when you are looking for something outside of the relationship or outside of what you already get. 9 times out of 10, you have a partner who's willing to give you that very thing that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Some people aren't open. They don't communicate. They don't say, hey, this is what I like. This is what I want. And then they'll go outside the bedroom, outside the marriage, the what have you, to go find it.
Well, I've been a hoe all my life. So I done had my fun, and now my wholeness has been wiped away. Ever since I met Alex, my wholeness is adios. I'm a newborn virgin when I met Alex, and you know what? I don't need anything else. I got Alex.
Alex, what does newborn virgin dick taste like?
Delicious.
Delicioso.
I don't think I've ever had newborn virgin dick. That sounds like a delicacy. Like, where the fuck they serve that at?
Girl, it's rare. Okay, rare to find. Seriously.
Listen,
No, but honestly, like, no, everything. I feel like everything is great as far as married sex life. It definitely is different, though. I feel like we enjoy each other a lot more. As far as people cheating and stepping outside the marriage, I think that The problem is, like you said, communication. If you, a lot of people are afraid or embarrassed for some reason to tell their sex partner what they like, what they're comfortable with, and then they go outside of that and go get somebody who's like, oh, you know, you like the same thing. But if they would talk to their partner, they would realize, okay, you know, we might not have tried that, but I might be interested in that, or let's try it and see if I do like it.
You know what? I feel more proud to have sex with my wife as opposed to my girlfriend. I don't know. I was like, yes, you're mine and I'm yours, you know, like officially. Like,
right. He'd be like, give me that Mary pussy. Like, what?
Yeah.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
That was the thing.
There's definitely a comfort that can come from knowing that something is yours.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's not even, say, to be possessive, but
it's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
It's an accomplishment for sure, I think. You know? Yeah.
So, what is there anything that you haven't done that you want to do? Do you all still have fantasies that aren't fulfilled yet?
No, I don't think so. Like he said, he's already done stuff in the past, and so have I. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I told you this. I don't know if I told you this, but everybody can know now.
What?
Somebody has asked me to pee. Y'all know the R. Kelly.
No.
Right.
Somebody, you know, I ain't gonna let nobody pee on me because that's just I ain't with that shit. So, somebody has asked me to pee on them, and I was just like, okay, you sure? And they're like, yes, if that's what you into, okay.
So you peed on the person.
I did,
and then. So then, what is the performance, yo? Because I just want to know. Like, first off, ain't nobody peeing on T.Graye. Let's that right here. Okay? And I'm 50-50 on whether or not I'm gonna pee on you. I don't know, because I want to know, like, what do you do after you pee on a person? Like, do you fuck them after you pee or before you pee? Like, what's the protocol?
Now this is gonna get worse. Because I never go into the details, and people say, "Oh, you done R. Kelly before?" Yes, I have. To somebody else, not my husband, because he ain't going that shit. Right. But I'm gonna go into detail. So they actually wanted me to pee in their mouth. Right, not
and I gotta hold up time. Wait a minute.
Who was she messing with? Oh my God. She
I want to know.
Nastiest of the nastiest, girl.
Look,
I want to know exactly how melanated was this person.
She dated one of the Fear Factor winners. Golly,
Golly. What was the level of melanation?
I guess it was just like, you know, the pussy tastes good, so should the pee. It's coming out of there. I don't know. You guys, I can't tell you what this person was thinking in their mind. I was just in the moment. They were to do that, and I was like, okay.
So did it come from you peeing in his mouth?
Wow, I
guess that's a fetish, y'all. I don't know.
It definitely is. I know you all have heard, of course, about people peeing on each other, and I know that you all have heard about, you know, women taking bowel movements on top of dudes.
Okay.
Yeah.
This homeboy of mine used to like for white women specifically, don't know why, but he used to like for them to fart in his face.
Oh no.
So
I feel like you need to go to the whole garbage can, like just sniff the garbage can at this point.
There are a lot of weird, obscure fetishes that are normal or natural to
I'm gonna pull a cat out my bag.
Since we're telling stories. I
mentioned that to you.
I don't think you did, but since we're telling stories, the weirdest sex I had sex with a deaf girl. And it was pretty interesting. Yeah.
So what kind of noise did she make?
I'm going to tell you right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm sorry, but
we when I got to her house, it was like the whole house was deaf. Like you couldn't hear nothing. Like it was
quiet?
silent. It was quiet.
Oh, that's so
and we're just writing each other on our sidekicks. That's how long ago. And all you hear is the clicking of the keyboard, right? And she finally said, "Are you going to make the first move?" I threw that phone in the air, and we started getting it on. She's sucking me up down. I'm eating her up, and then we're having sex. I turn her over, and I finally heard her say the first noise ever. It went. Oh! was the most retardedest moan I've ever heard in my life. It was like Tarzan, like it was, and so me, I'm laughing, and I'm trying to cover my mouth from laughing, but then I forgot this bitch is deaf. She can't hear me.
You know what?
And so after the sex, we're chilling in the living room, and her roommate comes out, and I said, "Sorry, did we make too much noise? Did we wake you?" And she says, "I did not hear nothing."
Oh, no. That's so mean. I don't want to laugh at that.
She came out. I said, "Oh, sorry, did we make too much noise?" She said, "I could not hear nothing."
Oh,
I fell
that's
out.
so sad.
It was crazy.
Okay, wait. Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
Did it make you feel? How did it make you feel having sex with the impaired person?
I don't know. It just
You didn't feel different.
Equal rights.
No, anybody.
No discrimination.
Listen. Sex is universal.
As long as they was attractive. I mean, if they were attractive, you know. But I mean, we couldn't connect because, like, I like to listen to music, and sometimes I would text her, "Did you hear the new Jay-Z song?" No, she didn't. Read the message.
Gotcha.
You know, so
Gotcha.
it didn't work out.
Okay.
But it prepared me for you.
Do tell. Does she also make retarded noises?
I don't make those kind of noises. No. You like the way I sound.
Yeah, she's sexy. She got a sexy sound.
Y'all, I'm not really sexy. I'm so goofy. It's hard for me to be sexy.
No, you got a sexy sound. Baby.
Okay, thanks, babe.
Yes.
Y'all are so silly. Y'all are so silly. So, in growing into your relationship and beginning to be intimate, Alo, when was the time that you knew that this was going to be the one?
We was at a party at Diamond's house from Crime Mob, and she was on the other side of the room. And every time that I would look up, I would see her eyes locked in on me from the other side, smiling. And I never had a woman that, and no matter where I went, her hawk eye was on me, just smiling, proud of me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I knew that she was the one.
Also, tell them about this story.
And then she told me God told her that I was her husband. And I knew black people don't play with God. So I waited about 15 minutes to see if lightning was going to strike her ass, and it didn't. So I said, she's the one.
Okay, so was it that same moment for you when you saw him across the room?
No. I don't know. I guess that was for him. Like, he felt like, oh, this woman is just like looking at me a certain kind of way. I still don't even know the look that he's talking about. I smile so much, like, I don't know. But I mean, of course I do admire my husband. So maybe I was just giving him that look of admiration. I don't know. But no, that's not when I decided that, oh, okay, this is really like my husband. Like, I really feel that we have that connection. It wasn't until like God, he actually went to, so, okay, long story short, I was changing my life around when I met him. I was not talking to nobody. I was busy working and providing for my son that I already had. And I was just like, I just got out of a really bad relationship. I just want to focus on, my money, my son, and taking care of me. Like, I don't have time for anybody. So this guy over here was stalking me on Instagram. And it's so funny. This is where we met on Instagram. So shout out to IG. Thank you. Thank you for the hookup.
We love connections.
He was stalking me, you guys. He is a photographer. I used to model back in the day when I was like fine. But anyway, girl, no, when the body was banging though. Like, I used to be, doing some model stuff, and he was just like, I really want to work with you. I think you have a nice look. It's a different look.
And then you started flirting with me.
And then I flirted with you, but I was just like, I wasn't taking it seriously. But not until one day I was just like, hey, we were talking. I'm going to church. This is what I'm doing. I don't know what you're doing. He was like, oh, well, let me go with you. I was like, okay, that's interesting. Like, I've never had a guy just like, let me go to church who actually wanted to go to church. So I was like, okay, maybe he's just not all trying to get in my drawers. Like, I know you're trying to get the booty, but he's interested in going to church. So we went to church, and then like later that night, God just really talked to me and told me, like, I don't even know how you explain God talking to you.
God.
You just kind of feel it in your spirit. And
hallelujah!
He told me
you can hear it. You can definitely hear it.
Yeah.
Hallelujah! I got the draws. Woo! Praise the Lord! I got the draws.
But you know what though, as a female, and not saying that any of my listeners, that you ladies are out there like that. Not saying that about you guys, but just as a female, when you're in the single scene and you're dating, and you know you may have different people in and out of your life, whatever the case may be, and then you hear something to that effect so clearly that it's not like yelling, but it's like a affirmation, and it's firm and it's strong and it's clear and it's understandable that this is for you. Like if you ladies come and have that moment, and then it's in reference to, man, you better listen. You better listen, because one thing that I do know, and I know I don't really talk about religion a whole lot here, but the reality of it is God will let you know. He will let you know who's not for you.
Exactly.
He will let you know who is for you.
Right.
Yeah.
If you ever hear so clearly that this person is for you, I want you to give that person all your pussy, not a piece of it.
Right.
Just all of it. Right.
All your pussy. Okay. And don't just suck his dick like, I want you to suck his dick as if that's the last dick you gonna suck for the rest of your life. Like, yeah.
Seriously. You never know. That might be your proposal. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Things happen. Okay?
I'm glad God talked to her.
And that's for people who choose to wait. Because a lot of people who do put God first do make the conscious decision to say, hey, I'm not going to go there until either I'm married or we're serious or whatever, or people doing the 90 day Steve Harvey shit, whatever the case may be.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when you hit it, I want you to put your best foot forward, bitch. I want you to
make it work.
Ride it until you can't ride it no more.
I said, baby, if we're gonna sin, let me go all the way up in there.
Let me go all the way in. If we're gonna sin, let's go all the way in.
Go all the way in, girl.
Yeah, don't sin just a little bit.
Woo. Yeah. I'm gonna, cause he gonna wash the sins away, girl.
Yes, he will. Won't he do it?
Yes, he will. My sins away.
I think
you missed your calling, Ayla. You need to be somebody.
Girl, I swear he black. I'm just like, where did you come from?
Right.
You not. I don't know.
That'd be Bishop Bottom Dollar right there.
Woo! Bishop Don Julio Iglesias.
Y'all are crazy. So I know that I guess she kind of answered a little bit more so, because I was asking you guys about, is there fantasies that you still want to experience? Alo, is there something still sexually that you feel like you want to experience, or you want to take your wife to another level too?
I don't know. We just have so much fun having sex and being intimate with each other. You know, we crack jokes. You know, we're silly with it. You know, I like to talk a lot of shit, you know what I mean? And while she's doing her makeup, you know what I mean? I might come creep right up in there, you know. I'm at a level with my wife that I am very, very happy. So if anything is better than where we are right now, hallelujah. You know what I mean? Because right now it's like amazing. I don't have any complaints. You know, we both have a high sex drive. You know, we both love each other. We both compliment each other, and it's just really, really dope. I mean, listen, fairy tales do come true. They are real. They are real.
They really are. Yeah.
Oh, look at y'all. That's so sweet.
Right?
That is so sweet. So since we're going to be sweet for a minute, the fairy tales do come true. Oh, Chunky Chico Bodge.
Oh, yeah.
Chunky Chico.
Chunky Chico in the house.
So we're going to dive deep, you guys, a little bit into you all's intimacy. So can you all face each other for a second?
Okay.
This is fun. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We holding hands already. She said face. We got to do all this. Okay.
So in reference to your sex life. Okay. Alex, tell your husband your top 5 favorite things that he does in the bedroom.
Oh, wait, what do I do?
My top favorite. So many. Okay. I love when you lick my toes. What else do I like? I always love kissing you guys. I love to kiss. I love your kisses because they're so passionate.
Yes.
So I love your kisses everywhere. What else do I like that you do? Ooh, okay. So what I don't even know.
You like when I hit it from the side.
Yes. Okay. So that's the pregnancy spot for real. So when I was pregnant, that's all we could do. So I was just like, but it be hitting the spot. Yeah. I do like that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I like it from the side.
Hey, you like when I talk that Spanish?
Listen, you gotta let her answer.
Okay,
that's how you know he knows what I like, though. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's how your partner knows you. Like, you know exactly what I like. I do. Right. I like it from the back, y'all. I do like it from the back because I like my butt to slap. You know, because I got a little something. Yeah. So I like to hear the noise of the slapping. I do like that. I like when I don't know if is this missionary? I don't know the positions. I'm not too keen on positions. I just know what I like. But I like when I'm on my back, and I like when you grab my booty and you just like, guide it towards you. I like that. Yeah.
Yes. I definitely love hitting it from the back. Right? I love kissing you while we're fucking. I love
not fucking.
Yes. I love when you just compliment me and say, thank you, daddy. Thank you. Gracias. You say it in every language. I love it when you say thank you in 27 languages. Like you just start saying, you just start going, Hashamalamalinka. Like you just start saying
it. You think I speak in tongues?
You just start thanking me in all types of ways. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes. I love when you want me to go harder and rough, you know what I mean? I like pulling your hair.
You gotta start slow and then gradually get into it.
I love it when I flip you over, put the legs on the back.
No, but seriously, I haven't realized how flexible I was until like this one night. And I'm telling you, I was like a gymnast. I said, oh shit, I was impressing myself. I said, oh shit, I didn't know my legs go this way, the legs go down. I said, oh, do it, split on the dick, boy. Yeah.
Hey.
And I love it when we have company over. I love when we have a company over.
Oh, I hate that.
We go right to the bathroom.
I hate when he
It's something
like,
about
come here.
It's something about when company's over.
Because he likes to be sneaky, y'all. He likes to be sneaky.
You ever have sex when you had company over?
Yes. So
isn't it exciting? She likes the thrill.
So let me tell you what's fucked up about me doing it. I don't do that bathroom shit. I'm going upstairs because I want the people downstairs to hear the motherfucker.
Oh my
God! All you hear is like boom, 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 boom.
Hey y'all, like
and then you walk back downstairs like ain't shit happened.
Right, like we know what y'all was doing. Damn house shaking.
You remember in Boomerang when Pops and the wife they went out and and the clothes is all inside out and shit. Yeah. That's me. I don't give a fuck.
I like when remember in Soul Food. Remember in the movie Soul Food with Mekhi Phifer and Nia Long and they went in the bathroom?
Yes.
That's his fantasy, y'all. But it's like the same, like that's the same one. We gotta do something else. You know what I want to do? You guys, this is something that we haven't done before. On a plane. I kind of want to do it on the plane.
On the plane.
In the plane bathroom. I just always see that in movies and I just be like,
I have a fear of the turbulence while we're in there and then the shit, like you ever seen Just Married?
But you know what? Just because I'm on Team Mile High. Okay, and I like doing it in small spaces. I can tell you all that it is phenomenal.
Have you done it on a plane, girl?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I always wanted. I just see it in movies, and I'm just like, damn, I want to try that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be quite honest with you all. I was smaller when I did it. Okay,
right. We might not be able to do it
at the time. But I like small spaces. Like that was something that just always intrigued me. Like I could be in a closet, in the back seat. In a confined, like I love that confined because I feel like you can't get no deeper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just hot, and I'm getting off track.
I'm looking at a comment on my live that said, "Do you like spitting in people's mouths when you have sex?" Go.
No, I don't know.
You never tried that before?
No, I don't think we spit at each other. No, I ain't not. Hell no. I'm not.
So look, we already know Alex did because she
did it.
so we know she done spat at
Alex,
somebody.
I'm glad Alex knew not to try me with none of that crazy
I know.
stuff.
You're different. You don't like that shit.
No,
you be like,
no.
He's a neat freak, you guys. So like certain things he doesn't like. I
can
kind of read.
If she wears certain type of pants and stuff, I'll be like, nah, we can't do it. It doesn't feel right.
Like, but it'd be like a certain kind of fabric. Is like he don't like.
Yeah, if it's a certain kind of fabric that she's wearing, I won't be turned on.
You're a little shit jib then, like
right.
No touching. I get it though. I get it.
No, take it off. Take it all off.
Take that off.
All right.
We all have.
You put on them shorts.
Okay. So, do either of you have lines that you don't want to cross sexually?
No.
What do you mean?
Is there anything that you actually? Yes, I lied. I'm sorry. I don't do threesomes only because I'm very, very selfish.
Yeah.
I don't like to share. I've never been with that. I just don't. I still don't understand when people feel like they can do it. I just feel like somebody's gonna get left out, and I know it sure as hell ain't gonna be me. But I just don't like to share.
I don't.
That's just weird to me.
And then I don't. She's not putting nothing in me. I don't mess with that either. Now I know them porcupines or whatever them acorns. They got these little acorns. I watched that old lady that used to talk about sex, and it was like, oh yeah, just put an acorn in your man's booty hole. And I don't mess with none of that.
Acorn, like an
anal beads and none of that. You said I ain't
want the beads. Okay.
I'm not messing with none of that in my no.
Because he don't want nothing in, around, or beside his booty.
No, ma'am.
No,
ma'am. No, I would never try you like that. That's on another level. Now, for me, you can. I don't mind.
But it's good though. I mean, you guys just to have rules sometimes. Even in marriage, I think a lot of people assume that, once you get married, whatever it is that I didn't do prior to, then I'm just gonna start doing it now. No,
right.
No, if I didn't do it before, don't assume that because I have a ring on that I'm just supposed to. Like you have to be when you have to be very expressive in your communication, because it seems like you all have had amazing communication just about everything the entire time.
Definitely.
And that is absolutely beautiful. Do you ever find it, or have you ever found it difficult to communicate what you want sexually with your partner, like in the dating phase? Did you ever have those issues?
Sometimes, okay, so I always tell people, like, they always ask me, we actually did something on one of my lives, and we were playing like Never Have I Ever. And then I realized the more we played, I'm like, well, damn, I've done a lot of things. And so everybody was like, well, you a freak. And I'm like, okay, that freak is different than being a hoe. I'm going to just say that. I'm a freak with my man. You know what I mean?
Right.
But as far as like being freaky with other people, I have not been like, I don't get around like that. But it's just, I don't know. For me, I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. What was the question?
I forgot.
Sidetracked. I don't got sidetracked. Probably was contemplating on the dish right now.
Question was good. I don't know what the hell I said.
Contemplating on the dish. I just got sidetracked. I don't even know what we're talking about. I just know there's a lot of things that I've done in my lifetime.
So that's one thing that I would like to touch on, because the notion of a woman being a freak versus being a hoe. Mm-hmm. Sometimes men, when you go into the bedroom with a man and you're too knowledgeable, too good, too whatever, they have the misconception that, oh, well, you must be a hoe. You know what I mean?
Right.
But in what you're saying, no, I'm not a hoe, but I am a total freak for my man. So is there a legitimate reason for people to judge you off your level of freakiness? Like, as a man, Ayla, when you've had women in the past, is that a real judgment call that men make that you know too much, you must be a hoe?
No, I don't judge, because I was a hoe, and so I would never judge another person of how many people they slept with, because I slept with a lot of people, and when I went to go get tested, I thought I had it all.
Damn.
I thought for sure that I had every single STD and HIV, And when the doctor came in with the news, I was already like, man, this motherfucker about to tell me some shit. He's gonna tell me I got some new shit that they just discovered. And I was like, okay, give it to me, doctor. He said, yes, Mr. Lopez, you are negative. And I thought negative was bad. And I'm like, oh, I knew it. He's like, no, negative is good. I said, no, negative is bad. It was like, no, negative is good. I said, negative is a minus, it's an X. It's not. He said, in this situation, Mr. Lopez, it's good. Right. And I said, from that day on, Lord, I'm not gonna mess with just anybody. You know, so I don't judge people, especially a woman if she knows a lot. Hey, we all have our past. I live in the present, in the present and the future. You know,
right?
So yeah,
ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, so it is time, you guys, to dive back into your intimacy. So face each other again.
Oh yeah, face each other.
Ayla, I'm going to have you to go first this time.
All right.
Okay.
Of course, in reference to you all sex life, I want you to give your wife 3 words of what you feel when having sex with her.
Amazing, incredible, maravilloso.
In English, please.
Incredible, amazing, and like a fireworks. That's what I.
So now hold on. Look, I'm sorry. Say it in Spanish one more time. What's that? What you say?
Maravilloso.
Oh shit! I gotta work on that. Okay.
I gotta work on that.
I gotta work on that.
Use that in the bedroom, baby.
We're gonna have a bilingual lesson when we get finished. ESOL class.
Right. We got you.
Just get me up to church. All righty. Your turn, Alex.
For sure, connected. I'll say that. Connected. Explosion. And muy caliente. Very hot. In all the senses. Hot.
You know,
hot.
You know how you know it's real? It's like
when you start sticking to people.
She would always get them goosebumps all the time. When you see your woman getting them goosebumps and them hairs be all coming up in the back of the neck and the arms and everything, he's like, damn.
Not the back of the neck.
Wait. Your hairs used to go up everywhere, nose everywhere. It didn't matter. Coochie hairs used to go up like static. Coochie hairs. I come around them coochie hairs.
Well, they got a sister.
Them motherfucking coochie hairs used to go up, girl.
Y'all are hilarious.
Y'all do not pay him attention. This man's crazy.
This is what I would love to know. Of all your experiences prior to being married, what was either the most influential experience or the most influential person that got you to who your sexual self is now?
Ooh, that's good. Wait, repeat the question. Let me really think about this.
So, given who you are now sexually,
okay,
or who you were prior to marriage, or where you were maybe when you got into marriage, but your sexual self as it stands, what was your most influential either experience or person that helped to shape and mold who you are sexually now?
Oh, you want to go first or want me to go?
You go first.
Okay, so mine would definitely be my the relationship before my husband, actually. And that relationship was like the longest relationship ever. I think I was with the person for maybe 8 years. I've known them for longer though. But we were together for a very long time. We started off as really, really good friends and then just developed. I actually had my son with that person. And I think it just really taught me that even though the sex was good, it taught me when we finished that relationship, it really just taught me that, okay, no matter if the sex is good or whatever, you just really have to be mindful of who you're giving yourself away to. You know what I mean? I guess in a sense, because of course that didn't work out, but it was just like, okay, why didn't it work out? So I was very much more like picky with who I dealt with. I didn't sleep around after that because I was like, fuck that. Like, sex is good and all, but at the end of the day, like, I really wanted that emotional connection. And I feel like I found that with him. So that actually in turn help the sex even more, I guess, get even better. So yeah.
I think it was a combination of everybody that I dealt with, and from mentally, physically, loving myself, knowing what I wanted, what I didn't want, how certain women react to certain things, different races. You know what I mean? It's just like, because I'm very cultured. I traveled. I've been around. I've met way over 20,000 people in my lifetime. You know, so just taking things from everybody prepared me to who I am now, sexually, emotionally, you know, all of that is what made me how I am.
Right.
Okay. If you had to give your sexual self a name, what would it be?
If I had to give myself,
you gotta do a good one too.
Shoot, you already gave it to me, Chunky Chico. Now,
No, but
Chunky
but I do
Chico.
like
Sorry, no Chunky Chico.
You know, no, because Chico, you remember the candy.
Look at that.
Y'all remember the Chico
He
stick?
said Chico
Y'all
stick.
remember the Chico stick?
Yes.
That just made me think of it, and then like it's chunky.
She said you swole over there. You swole.
Not chunky.
You big swole.
Hold on, I gotta think of a good name.
I know. I gotta think of a real good one.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
What's your name?
She like
Lips McCoy.
Huh?
It's who?
Lips McCoy.
Lips McCoy.
Lips
Okay.
McCoy.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Lips McCoy is my sexual self. That's my porn name, my stripper name. I just look. I let that be universal. Okay.
Oh, well,
the Lord didn't bless me with a whole lot of ass and titties, but He gave me these lips.
Okay, so I'm gonna call myself Smooth Operator.
Okay.
Because I got the gift of gab.
Yeah, you
know. So I can say the right things to get girls in the mood and get my wife in the mood. You know.
Okay. And talk the panties right off.
I don't have a good one though. One thing about me, I had somebody tell me this, babe. Okay, so I was fucking, just being honest. I was fucking I'm sorry, it's just real. I was fucking with this white boy, first of all. The stereotype is real, y'all. I'm sorry if y'all offended, it's just real, okay?
Yeah.
Y'all know the stereotype about white guys. It was just real. And we were having intercourse, okay? And he was just like, why is it so wet? And I'm just like, nigga, that's a good thing. Like, what are you talking about? Like, he was getting lost in the sauce. I'm like,
that's your name, Wet.
Yeah, like, but wet what?
Wet lips.
No. Well, I guess in both sense, right?
Yeah. Wet everywhere.
Lips with the Z.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Wet everywhere.
Water park.
Water park
that
is
sounds
in there.
nasty. Like general admission,
Slip
sir.
and slide.
Not no water park.
Slide, slip and slide.
That's crazy.
Oh,
I've had that experience before, you guys, and I can tell you, just as a female,
I like that, Miss.
Like initially, it made me kind of want to second guess myself, and although it shouldn't have, because I was like, well, how do I tone it down? Like, it's like there's no off switch, fellas. Okay, for you fellas out there who happen to come across a broad that got some serious wet pussy, and I'm not talking about just mundane Monday through Friday. No, I'm talking about all over the place, splashing. Just if you happen to come across that,
you stupid,
and it's too much for you, by all means, you should say something, but be cautious in how you express that. And I'm only saying that based on my own experience. When someone said it to me, I was like, "Well, dang!"
Did somebody say that to you too, girl?
Yeah, like I felt fucked up about it. I'm like, what am I
supposed
to do? I can't. How do I be less wet? Like I don't know how to be less wet.
But wouldn't that be a good thing? Like I was just confused,
right? And so initially, my thought process wasn't that the person maybe wasn't sufficient. That wasn't my first thought process.
You thought it was
because the dude at the time, and I was young, but the dude at the time made me feel as if, it's loose. When it was not loose, it's just Much of the waterworks, and you don't know how to handle these waterworks.
Right.
Exactly.
Forward further into my adult life, I've had that where a guy who, he didn't like too much wetness. He didn't even like too much wetness if I was giving him head. Like he didn't like no spit, no slob. I'm like, you're weird. Like I can't because everything my mouth, my cook like nah.
Right.
But you got to be really, really secure in yourselves, women.
Mhm.
Don't ever let nobody, no man, woman, whoever you're sleeping with, make you feel as if you're inferior because whatever one thing that person doesn't like, there's somebody else who will get a motherfucking spoon and
Right.
enjoying themselves.
Forget the spoon.
Hell yeah.
Face first,
Yeah, but it's very interesting to know that some of these qualms that people have, and then the insecurities that may tap into them. I can only imagine as a man, I wouldn't want to say to a woman, I'm too small. I wouldn't want to say, I can't handle it. I wouldn't want to say it's too much. So if I do have that insecurity, I would want to put it on you. Oh, no, you just so wet. Oh my God. You know what I mean?
Right.
The reality of it is there's a match for everybody. And if you have not met your sexual match, it's okay to leave that situation. It's okay to know when to throw in the sexual towel is what I call it. It's okay that if it's not working out, it's okay. You guys throw the towel in, go find you a little coochie, somebody.
Yeah.
An Asian woman. Okay.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. You somebody with a little coochie.
Little coochie.
Little coochie. And you won't have them kind of problems.
Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, they still might have them problems. I'm just saying.
No bull. So when it comes to being dominant or submissive, who's more dominant in the bedroom?
I think I am.
Yeah.
I'm more dominant.
Yeah, I think so.
But I think we take turns.
In the beginning, I think I was the more dominant one. Like because I'm pretty aggressive. To be honest. But then I just felt like, okay, this man has showed me. This is before we were married. So then he's like, okay, he showed me that he know he's doing. I don't really have to, like he said, like he's over here telling you like, oh, you like this, you like that. He started to really get to know me. So I don't have to be like, oh, do this or do that or do it for him. He just automatically did it. So now I give him like, go ahead, do what you do. Big daddy.
Big daddy.
Do what you do.
Nothing wrong with that. Okay. All right. Are you all ready to get back into your intimacy?
Oh,
yes. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. So, of course, you guys face each other.
Yep.
And we're going to start with Alex this time.
Okay.
And tell your husband, what is your favorite thing to do to him? And why?
My favorite thing to do to him is actually kissing him on his neck because he loves it. Yes. I don't know what it is about this damn neck. I'm telling you, I'm just like, he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, nigga, I already know what you want. You ain't even got to say it.
Come on, kiss
it's something about his neck. It just activates him. Like so, yeah, I like to do that because I know it pleases you.
Yep. Yeah. And I like making you come. I like making that pearl juice come. That little pearl. Give me that little pearl, girl. Let that pearl, let that pearl come out, girl. Let that pearl come out, girl. Let me see that little pearl. Open up them clam shells and let that pearl pop out of there, girl.
Yeah, he's a fool. This is me. So you gonna have you laugh.
You guys are hilarious.
Yeah, you don't have a nickname for your cum?
I don't have a nickname for my cum. Should I need to?
I
never thought about it.
But you know how like when you go deep in the bottom of the sea and you find that special clam and that motherfucking white pearly pearls right there shining, that's what I call it. That pearl.
No, but how do you say it? Give me that little pearl.
That pearl.
Like, that little pearl. First of all, you turn into a whole hood nigga right now.
You all are hilarious.
If you sound like somebody uncle.
Go on, give me that pearl.
Now you got hair, girl. Like, Okay, Dad.
Have you all ever had a tantric experience?
A who?
A tantric
I don't think
experience.
so.
I
Have
don't
you
know
ever
what that means.
practiced tantra at any level?
What's that mean? I don't know what that is.
So when you do something tantric, or if you have a tantric experience or what have you, it is essentially a physical, mental, emotional, intimate build up to your sexual experience. So say you don't have sex, okay?
Okay.
This can last about a week.
Mhm.
So say like on Monday, you can only exchange verbal cues as far as the intimacy is concerned. Can't
Mhm.
hug, can't touch, can't whatever.
Okay.
Then
That's
the
work.
next day you can then hug. Then the next day you can then kiss, and then it builds up so to the point that by the
Um,
end of a time period, whatever time period is agreed upon, at the end of the time period, then now you're ready to have sex. But you've had this build up of over X amount of days. Typically, it's 7 days. Some people do it longer, but you have this build up. It's an intimacy exercise that really helps to keep a connection very, very strong.
oh,
And
okay.
then I know you all have explosive, amazing, hot sex all the time. But if you're ever in a situation where things have died down,
Yeah.
as marriage goes on, of course, things change, our bodies change, our hormones change, whatever the case may be. That is always a very good way to rekindle your deepest levels of intimacy, because a lot of people hear intimacy and they think, okay, intimacy is just sex. It's not.
Mm.
Intimacy is so broad and it's so,
Right.
well rounded. It could be just about anything. So it's essentially that. So our intimacy at the beginning, like I said, is just verbal. You don't, necessarily move to touching and things of that nature till you get far
Yeah.
further in the tantric process. But
Mhm.
I was just wondering, because I know that you guys both are busy. You guys both have a lot
Right.
going on. So, I was just wondering if you've
You
ever
know
had.
what? A friend of mine told me when he told me, he said, "Listen, make time to be a husband, because if you don't, you're gonna regret it, because you and your spouse are just gonna be working for the kids, and if
Mhm.
you don't work for each other, then it's
Mhm,
gonna be miserable." And that
mhm,
opened up my eyes, and I told my wife, I said, "Listen, I want to give you as much time as you want, so that we don't disconnect, you know."
mhm, mhm.
So it's very important that I give her, even though I'm busy, I don't take all the bookings, because I know that I want to give her time that she needs, and I want my time with her. You know what I mean? She's on this new little app all day, where she's making money from the app and everything, but she be talking to a million people on this app, having fun and all of that, making money. But I'll be like, damn, it's going on 11:30, 12 o'clock, and she's still down there yapping her gums, singing songs and yapping her gums away to her little crowd. When she gonna bring her ass on up? But then I can't be selfish, because I know that when I'm out there doing photo shoots and music videos, she's missing me. You
Mhm.
know,
Mhm,
but I make sure that it's not just about work, paying bills, and being with the kid, and then taking care of the kids. I got to
Right.
take care of her too.
All righty, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's important.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
important. That's important not only for the married fellas, but the single fellas before you get into long term relationships. That's just a fair understanding. Um, Time management is big in all spectrums, but it's definitely big in your relationship.
Right.
And the notion of we make time for what we want is very, very true. And if
Right.
you
Yeah.
want your relationship to be substantial, you want it to be lasting, you have to make time for the person that you're with, no matter what you got going on. No
Yeah.
Mhm.
matter if you got 10 jobs.
You know what's
Yeah.
another key thing is, I had to learn how to love myself before I could love somebody else.
Yes.
You know, and I
Yes.
learned, I treated myself good, everything, like I spoiled myself like crazy. And
Mhm.
then I just like, okay, now that I love me and I love everything about me and I
Mhm.
love life,
Mhm.
now I can find my partner you know, that I'm going to give that love to.
Right.
You know,
and I think that people miss that part. So many people are looking for another person to validate them.
Yeah.
So many people, they're looking for acceptance, they're looking for validation, they're looking to feel loved, and very rarely do they say to themselves, let me start from within, let me start at my number one. But that is a major point, you guys. If y'all don't take nothing else, you damn sure better take that with you.
Right.
You definitely have to start with you first. You definitely need to understand how to love you. You can't even teach or tell another person what your expectations are as far as them loving you if you don't love yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very, very important. Lilo came in here. Look, brother Bishop Bottom Dollar ain't playing with y'all. Okay.
You know what's so crazy is that
I'm playing with y'all.
You know what's so crazy is that I was the most non-Christian Christian ever. Like I was like a heathen. I was Deb. Like I was.
You just did a lot of.
I was
stuff.
bad. I was bad, girl. I was evil, girl.
You were not evil.
He
was such a he was a really good person. He has a good heart, and I will say that. So that's where
I can't tell you what. I still can't tell you what anybody's names is in that Bible. I don't know nothing. I'd be lost, girl. I don't even know how to read it, girl.
Not read it, girl.
But I could preach you some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Some shit.
I'm ready to pass the collection plate.
Listen, girl.
Every other show I get somebody on here.
I might not know the Bible, but I know God.
Amen.
I know the Spirit, girl. Woo!
Amen.
Don't get him started.
Because when I get that feeling, I need sexual healing. Sexual healing, baby.
Okay, you guys are going to have our last intimacy question.
All right,
you guys. So look at each other, all deep and all beautiful. Okay.
All deep and all beautiful.
Yes. Halo. Yes. I want you to tell your wife, if you could not be inside of her ever again.
Wait, hold on.
If you couldn't.
All right.
If you couldn't be inside of your wife ever again, how would that make you feel?
Ooh, that would hurt.
That's all you got.
That would hurt because I love being connected to you, you know, and if I wouldn't be able to experience being inside of you, it'll be torture. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay. And likewise, if you couldn't have your husband inside of you ever again, how would you feel?
I would be devastated. No, for real, seriously, because sex is super important. But I will say this, because we have this super strong connection, because I love you beyond words, even if your dick just fell off today, I would still be with you. I love you so. We would find some other things to do. Right. Can't wait. But you just said he can't be inside of me. Oh, but I can't be inside of you because you ain't having that shit.
She's like, let me find a loophole.
Yeah, is there a loophole? We could but we would make it work even if we could not have.
Because we love kissing.
Oh yeah, we definitely love kissing. I love everything. I love touching. Yeah, I love everything with you. So even if you couldn't physically be inside of me, the normal way we would have sex. I don't know. I feel like we will find other ways.
Right. We will find another way.
Where there's a will, there is a way.
Stimulation.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's romantic anyway. I don't know if I'm more romantic than you though.
I don't know. No.
I don't know. No.
No, you're more sensitive.
Okay, I'll take that. I'm more sensitive. I am sensitive, you guys.
And I'm there.
What you talking about? I'm there.
I'm red light special.
I don't know if you noticed. We look a little different. It's the red lights, y'all. He got in here. I was just like, put out the red light special.
Talk about sex. I had to do the light.
Hey. See, that's not the same.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, you guys, I've enjoyed this. I hope you all enjoyed our intimacy exercises. That is something new that I've been trying to kind of bring out a little bit, but I never get a couple on here. So I haven't had a chance to really bring it to the show. So I was excited to be able to
popped
do
her
that.
cherry on this one.
Yeah, we popped their cherry.
We did that, babe.
That's okay. This is the only threesome y'all ever gonna have.
It's the first time for
Everybody got attention on this threesome. See, I got my cherry pop. You was good. He was good. See.
Right, yeah.
Now y'all had y'all cherry pop first.
We did
with T.Graye.
Hey. We enjoyed you.
Thank you so much. So before we go, I do want to make sure that everybody knows how to follow you. Everybody knows how to check out you guys' show, because we didn't even talk about that. I'm sorry. We're supposed to get some promotion in here too. But tell everybody about the show that you all do together. Tell everybody about what you all have going on individually, and how to follow you. Alex, you can go ahead first.
I'll start. So you can follow me on Instagram. Sorry, guys. Instagram at alexandria.renay. That's alexandria.renay on Instagram. If you trying to be a bad bitch, or a bad guy, whatever you're trying to be, I do makeup.
A hot guy.
Hottie. Yes, that's the thing. Hotties. Okay. All of us could be hotties. If you're trying to be a hottie, especially for the summertime, y'all, trying to get you a man so you can have some sex with, or whatever you're trying to do. If you're trying to look good, hit me up. I do makeup full time. I'm a full-time makeup artist in Atlanta. What else? We've done a lot of stuff together. So we actually work together as well, which is I don't know. I haven't been able to work with any of my exes like that. We just didn't have that connection. And that was another thing that kind of drew us together, because we have similar enjoyments or whatever. We both love the world of entertainment. So that's something that we connect on a lot.
Yeah.
And you can go ahead, babe.
All right. Well, you guys can cash at me at $ALO the Radio God 2. You go to that Cash App and I'm going to reply right away. Don't worry. Cash App, $ALO the Radio God 2, and that's where you can find me. That's the best place to find me. That Cash App, woo, child.
You get you every time, right?
Yes. So you guys make sure that you do check out both my guests, and please bless the man's Cash App. Okay, they got babies over there, beautiful daughter. She got a handsome little man over there. You know what I mean? They got kids, and she got wigs. There's stuff going on. So
we need to find some sex toys so we can explore some things.
He said he's not doing sex toys now.
This man gonna do whatever I want him to do, because he loves me so much.
All right, honey.
Y'all making him nervous. All right.
Yes, this has been so much fun. You guys, I am just, like I said, I appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun. I hope that anybody watching this has taken away not only how important it is to put God first in your relationship, because I feel like we definitely hit home on that.
Yeah.
Taking away how important intimacy is, and how important it is to just have fun in the bedroom. With your
and
partner.
don't be scared to date outside your race.
Right.
And don't be scared to date outside your race. And most definitely, the connection that you all see here is something legitimate, is something that is real. So I'm not going to say to do a comparison, but the reality of it is you want to have this connection. You want to have that feeling. You want to have somebody that is all in, that is your homie, that is your man, that is your woman. You know what I mean? This is something that people work towards, and it's definitely hard to find. So if you ever do find it, definitely hold on to it. Definitely cherish it. Definitely put the time in. You guys know that we get busy. T.Graye got 3 kids, 3 shows, full-time job. And if I'm ever in a relationship, I make sure that the person that I'm with knows that they're still number one. That's important. It's important. Sometimes you got to take, not only, like he said, take time to be a husband. You know what I mean? So a lot of lessons. Okay. A lot of gems dropped in here tonight.
Yeah. My wife come before them kids. I can make some other kids.
But you know what? When you go to marriage counseling, that's what they tell you. It's God, then the spouse, then the kids,
Kids,
then
yeah.
whomever else. Like it's,
We love our kids, y'all.
Yeah.
But I always tell him, I'm like, I made a commitment to you, with God,
Yeah.
with you, to God.
Right.
You know,
Amen.
just being honest.
Right.
Yeah. So you guys, I will see
Yeah.
you all next Tuesday. I
Woo!
got fire lined up for
Tune in,
you
tune in.
guys. Next week, if you are our comedy fans, Rudy Rush is going to be on. Week
Yeah.
after that, Michael Collier's coming through. You guys, we're going to have a lot of fun, more sex talk, more educating you.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I will see you all again next Tuesday right here on WEMS Radio. And make sure you hit my website if you ain't doing nothing else with your life. www.sextalkwithtgraye. Grab you some merch. You can also hit me up for sex advice. I will do one-on-one private sessions with you guys. And make sure you follow your girl at the love below _ sex talk with T.Graye.
Yes,
a
Lord.
lot of dope shit going on. You can catch
Yes.
highlights from all my shows.
Yes.
Don't miss a motherfucking beat. I will see you all next Tuesday.
Stick it in, pop it out. Holla at your boy. Good.
Look, I was over here dancing.